Every day in the USA, people find themselves in court.
Okay, Ms. Brownlee and Mr. Brownlee and Ms. Baumgarten. This is not a time to be sending little hearts to each other or anything like that. Do you understand me? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, listen, Mr. Brownlee and Ms. Baumgarten, stop sending each other kissy faces or smiles or anything like that. Knock it off. All right, we are on the record in the matter of the City of Wyandotte versus David Brownlee, 231388 and 231369 A, B, C, D, and E. And as to count one, resisting, assaulting, obstructing an officer, how do you plead?
Guilty.
And counsel, if you can please provide your client, please.
All right, directing your attention back to September 6, 2023, were you in the city of Wyandotte?
I was.
All right, at some point you came in contact with a police officer, correct?
I did.
And a police officer gave you a verbal command and you did not immediately comply with his order. Is that accurate?
Yes, sir.
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Okay, and the individual with the Samsung phone? With the black sweatshirt, can you please tell me your name?
Good morning, ma'am. My name is David William Brownlee.
That's what I thought you were, Mr. Brownlee. And you're home?
I am, yes, ma'am. I posted bond.
Why are you on Zoom?
My paperwork for my my bond said to do this appointment over Zoom.
If you were in person, or if you were still in custody, sir, you need to make your way into the courthouse.
I don't have that capability at the moment. My bond agent told me to report for Zoom for this morning for court.
Brownlee file, please. The Zoom ID, sir, was in the event you were in custody. If you were not in custody, you were to appear in person.
If I'm posted bond, does that mean I'm not in custody?
Well, sir, you're out of the Wayne County Jail, correct?
Correct. But I just don't understand why my bond agent had told me.
I'm sorry?
I just don't understand then why my bond company told me to report over Zoom for this meeting.
I don't know why your bond, so you had a bail bondsman post your bond?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I don't know why they told you that. So, because it shows, and I'll show you, it does show on Zoom, but that was in the event you were in custody, sir. So you need to make your way here into court.
I don't think I would make. I'm in a motel in Romulus, Michigan, and near the airport. I don't think I would make it in time by walking. With all due respect.
Well, sir, then you need to find a ride.
Ma'am, could you make any condolences and accept the fact that I am here for court today for my Zoom meeting, and this is my only method for court today.
Sir, you can contact an Uber. You can ask somebody for a ride, something of that nature.
I don't have that money at the moment. I'm indigent. Really.
Sir, your court date is in person today.
There's nothing more I could do, except
You can start making your way to court.
I'm telling you, the amount of distance that it would take me to walk there, I wouldn't even be able to make there until 7 or 8 p.m. I'm over 20 miles away.
Romulus is not 20 miles away, sir. You're not 20 miles away.
Ma'am, I do not wish to argue with you. I am about 20 miles away over on Merriman and Middle Belt.
Well, those 2 streets run the same way, sir.
I'm at the Wyndham Gardens Hotel on Merriman. That is where I'm at. That's where I'm located, and that is where I have no other option but to do this meeting via Zoom. I don't have any family members or friends that can help me out today. I was instructed to do this court date today at this time on Zoom, and I am here presenting myself in a reasonable manner. Can we please proceed?
You're 14 miles away, sir. Not 20. So the court's instructions were in person. Unless you're in custody, it's in person. You can't take a cab, you can't take a bus, nothing.
I have no money whatsoever at all. None.
And how are you paying for your hotel stay, sir?
My family had paid for a week's stay for me, and they're paying week to week. I haven't even eaten in 3 days. I've been barely surviving, but I had to make sure that this appointment was done, and I showed up to the best of my ability, and here I am here. I'm even borrowing a phone from a stranger to operate this court date right now.
Okay, sir. Stranger has allowed you to take their phone into a hotel room. And you can't get somebody to drop you off to court.
No, ma'am. I can't. My only family are my mom and my dad, and they're in their 80s, and my mother's in the hospital, and I can't get a hold of my father. My only other social support team are currently incarcerated, Your Honor. I'm just doing my best to survive and get through this. And like I said, I was told by Bail My Tail Services, which is the bonding agency that I went through, that I am to report for court today over Zoom, and they gave me the Zoom ID and the time to be here and present. And I am currently present.
So your family members pay for you to stay at the hotel, but they won't pay for your ride to court.
They gave me the basic necessities. Yes, I'm very lucky to have that. Okay, at 83 years old, United States Marine and his dying wife. Yes, I'm very fortunate to at least have that temporarily, and that was as best as I could do. Yes. I've already called my dad twice today. If you'd like, I can chauffeur reverse the camera somehow, or take a screenshot and show you proof that I have made attempts to call my father this morning where I was not able to get a hold of him.
And so the stranger's phone that you're supposedly using, that person just let you bring their phone right on into your room.
The clerk for the motel is a very nice lady who I have to see every day. I explained to her my situation, and I said that I'm going to be in the room for about 45 minutes to an hour. I asked her, if I could at some point give her money for it, and she said that's not necessary. She goes, just handle your business and just bring it right back when you're done.
Sir, try contacting one of your family members to see if they'll order you an Uber to make your way into court.
I already have, and they don't have the money. They didn't even have the money to give me a $5 hot and ready last night when I asked them. I'm not, and this is really unfair of you, because I'm being as professional and respectful as possible in this manner. I'm telling you, I can't squeeze water from a rock. I'm here for court. I'm doing everything I said that I was going to be doing.
Did you say that that's not fair of the court to require you to be in person?
No, it's not fair of you and of this court to be harassing me to this level when I've explained my indigence. I'm showing up for court. I'm being as respectful as possible and answering all of your questions where you're countering me at every turn. And I'm not doing anything wrong, but being present for this pretrial operation so that I can try to move forward through this case. I have no other means there.
Sir, let me clarify something for you. Your thought process that this is not fair of myself to require you to be in person is flawed, because this court has absolutely every right to require your presence to be in person.
And I
And that is what,
respect
please
that,
don't interrupt me.
but when
Please
I'm under
don't interrupt
supervision
me.
from a bonding service
Please
and they
don't
tell me I'm
interrupt
supposed to
me.
be here over Zoom and I have everything set up that way,
I said, please don't interrupt me, so I'll just mute you. How about that? I ordered you to be in person. So for you to stay, I don't know what you're saying, sir, because I'm talking and you're trying to talk over me. So as I don't know who you're claiming that you spoke to because you said your mom's in the hospital and your dad didn't answer. So I don't know who you tried getting a ride from. Perhaps a nice clerk lady can find a ride for you. You might want to make another couple phone calls, sir, to see about getting a ride on into court. Mr. Brownlee, just so you're aware, you're muted, so I am just seeing your lips moving and I'm not hearing anything you're saying. And I'm not going to hear anything you're saying because I'm
I
going to handle
understand.
another matter.
I understand.
I'm
You're
going
just
to
kind
handle
of,
another.
you're doing everything.
I'm going to, excuse me. Don't interrupt me. I'm handling another matter. You can contact somebody to try for another ride.
I'm not going to say this again, Your Honor. I have nobody else to call.
Sir,
If this is your wish to bully me, to try to in your legal method to hold me up or anything along those lines, or use your court authority, but to just do whatever it is that you're doing in this moment, other than handling my business with me and understanding and respecting the fact that my bond agency instructed me to be at this meeting over Zoom today at this time, which I am to the best of my ability, and explaining my indigence in the manner, for what you're asking is impossible. Literally.
Sir, you're telling this court that you're currently in a hotel room.
Yes, ma'am. I'm at the Wyndham Gardens Hotel on Merriman,
Well,
where I pay.
behind you, it does not look like it's a hotel room.
I have all of my possessions from my house here because I can't even go to my house. I literally had my family bring all of my possessions here. I'm planning on doing a month stay at this place. This is my current home. This is where I'm trying to feel comfortable and get my life together during this process. I understand that you said that I'm to report in person, but your last court date, you did not specify anything along the lines on that transcript. I'm aware of that just as much as you are. And when I'm following my order directive to the bonds agency and they've instructed me to be here over Zoom and I have that paperwork, then clearly there's some sort of issue and discrepancy in between the bonding agency and the court.
So let me be very clear. Stop right now. Stop right now. Let me be very clear. The bond agency's statement to you does not overrule this court's order. Let me be very clear on that. And there's no bullying going on. This court has ordered you to be in person. The Zoom ID was in the event that you were in custody. That Zoom ID was for the purposes of the Wayne County Jail. If your bond agent told you something different, I don't know what to tell you, sir. But to say that your bond agent ordered you one thing, that overrules this court's order, you are mistaken. So, I know that you've said that you've contacted other people, but then you've also said that you only have your mom and your dad. You also said that your mom's in the hospital and your dad hasn't responded. So I don't know who it is you're claiming. I never said that I
contacted other people. I never once, and don't.
And that, sir, is why I'm not going to allow you to participate.
The only people I have are my mother and father. We're not going to play this little war game because you're putting words in my mouth. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir. That is why you will not be. First of all, I don't know who it is you think you're speaking to.
No, I don't know who it is you think. I'm a human being just like you. I'm not a fake person just like you. No, I know. You are.
This is why you will not be participating on Zoom because you don't know how to behave yourself. So he's being removed. And if he doesn't show up, then we're issuing a warrant. So, all right, who's first? Brownie hasn't checked in yet? All right. Council, I'm going to just have you stick around for a moment because on the record, I'm going to call the window curtain.
Where Mr. Brownlee stands.
Yes. So I'll have to charge a screening fee on that. Okay.
Phone was over here, Judge, because I received bad information this morning. Here, okay.
All for language line?
Yes.
Okay.
See what's up here.
All right, let's see here.
Judge, you did a miraculous job being patient today. Including us lawyers.
My day's not over yet, but
All right, we'll see you in the morning.
God willing.
All right, yes.
yes.
You.
Okay.
Take care.
Yes, I was checking to see if you could transfer me to the room for guest Brownlee, Brownlee. Okay, can you tell me if you happen to have ceiling fans in your rooms? Yes. Okay, I didn't think so. Thank you so much. Okay, bye-bye. Okay. I can transfer your room without a room number, but they assured me that they don't have ceiling fans, so we know that that's not where he was.